Okay, now we're live without sound. So I'm muting us three.
Got the microphone on.
Say it again.
Are you here?
We can hear you now. Can you hear us?
I hear you. Let's go with it. It's all right. We can take that message off. Did you keep the other message on?
Right. Thank you for doing that. And
we're on. We're already on. So
okay. Discussing. Just go with what we got.
Yeah. All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Metro. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
I'm Sheila Fawson.
And I'm Greg Pawson. We produce the broadcast.
Oh, I'm Rahim Quazi and play something today.
You got
I'm Dr. Ernestina Garcia, and I do the readings.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning.
Hey, good morning. Would you start us with a prayer?
I would. Thank you. Thank you guys for rescuing us from our technical difficulties. So let's just take a nice deep cleansing breath, close our eyes, and know that right where we are, God is all the time. There is no thing but God. So I surround us each in that power and that presence and that absolute love that is God. And know that each one of our presence adds to the whole. I know that this service unfolds in ease and grace and effortlessness. And I bless each one participating today and each one listening now and later. And knowing that all is good and all is well and all is God, I release it, I let it go. And together we say, and so it is. The purpose of our spiritual community is to be a spiritual community, to be supportive to all those who are seeking support, to practice and live unconditional love, to be non-judgmental and forgiving, to embrace oneness, to join all others who want to co-create a world that works for everyone, all cultures, all races, all sexual orientations, and all life. And together we say, and so it is.
So, can you hear us?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, I don't have our order of service.
So we're ready for some music. Right
All
here.
right.
You ready to give us some good music?
Sure. I am.
We'll find the order.
We are miracles. We are existence. Yeah. We are particles. And we are waves. We are thoughts, and we are actions. We are dreamers, and we are dreams in this sea of life, this sea of life, in this sea of life. are strangers, yet we are one in this sea of life. Yes, this sea of life. Yes, in this sea of life. In this sea of life. In this sea of life. Oh, in this sea of life.
Yay.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
awesome. We're having difficulties. You're breaking up.
So, we invite you to check out our website, cslnorthmetro.org, and you can sign up to receive our announcements and our links and things there. So we just invite you to check us out on our website, cslnorthmetro.org.
And if you're in a giving mood, we're open for receiving, because we know that the law of circulation is both giving and receiving. And if you're receiving something from this message today or past messages, and you like us, show your love by making a donation to this wonderful cause, spreading the science of mind throughout the world, the teaching that will change the world into a better place to live. Not that it's that bad right now, but we know there's a lot of things going on that we need to change.
We need to send some love out there.
Yeah. So that's it. Love us. We love you. And we'll go back to Rahim.
Well, I just got back from San Francisco last night, and I was in Sonoma County a lot of that time, and that's the Russian River Valley up there, and it's so beautiful, and it's just such a great reminder that, of course, you're in Colorado and it's just beauty. It's just all around us, and sometimes we have to look for it, and sometimes it's just there. All you have to do is open your eyes. And so this song, it's called "Born on a Sunday," and it takes life into four parts. That we're born, we learn to walk, we fall in love, or we have love, or we learn to receive love, and then eventually we pass. And it's all kind of written within the construct of San Francisco. It goes something like this. I was born on a Sunday with a view of a gold gate, and the walls were moving as I reached my hand to you. Learn to walk on a steep hill, falling down, my first thrill. All along, you beside me, with your arms reached out. I can still remember sunny days in September. All my days, Tuesday. You were hands to my wet clay, and the walls were moving as I reached my heart. I have tasted cloud nine, felt the heat of sunshine. Ooh, all my days. Oh, 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 oh. Now I know I was never alone. Now I know we were never alone. No, no, no. I laid down on a Friday. The sun was out as the trees swayed and walls stopped moving as I reached my hand to you. I can still remember sunny days in September. Oh, yeah, all my days. Ooh, oh, yeah. Oh, la, 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 la. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah.
That was great timing in the changes.
You and everybody. The cycle continues. On. Goes in a circle.
Yes, thank you. We'll be back to you shortly. Time for Dr. Ernestina.
Yes, hello everyone. We're going to start with the affirmations for the week of April 26, 2026, written by Stephen Anthony. Please repeat after me. My oneness with spirit encourages bold steps in my life.
My oneness with spirit encourages bold steps in my life.
I focus on my intentions and the universe supports me.
I focus on my intentions and the universe supports me.
Every aspect of the divine comes together for my best good.
Every aspect of the divine comes together for my best good.
I live a life that embodies harmony and grace always.
I live a life that embodies harmony and grace always.
My consciousness contains the infinite wisdom of spirit fully.
My consciousness contains the infinite wisdom of spirit fully.
I fully see the beauty of God in all things.
I fully see the beauty of God in all things.
And together we say,
And
So it is.
and so it is. Today's reading selected by the Reverends, and I think it's a book.
It is.
It is?
It is.
Okay. A deep breath of life by Alan Cohen. Michelangelo was asked how he sculpted the magnificent classic statue of David. I looked into the stone and saw David. Then I simply cleared away everything that wasn't David. Our work in life is exactly the same. We do not have to create who we are. Indeed, we have been created in utter perfection. We just need to discover what about our life is not who we are and let it go. The great Indian sage Ramana Maharshi offered one straightforward path to enlightenment. Continually ask, who am I? Sincere, consistent inquiry into this most important question will eventually reveal that many of the things we identify with are not who we are. When all our illusions are peeled away, only divinity remains. Who are you? You are not your name, which could change. You are not a husband or a wife only. Your identity goes far beyond your relationship. You are not your bank account, which rises and falls. You are not your house, from which you come and go. You are not your job, which is temporary. You are not your emotions, which wax and wane. You are not your religion, which is which is a mutable belief system. You are not your body. Some people have body parts removed and they are still a whole person. You are not even your thoughts, which vacillate and turn in all directions. If you are not any of these things that you commonly identify with, who are you? We are spiritual beings, and any other identity detracts from the majesty of our true existence or our true essence. Let go of false beliefs about yourself, that the true you may shine in all its splendor. And together we say,
And so
It
it is.
is. Thank you for that.
thank
Yes.
you.
Ah, I love it. I love this work. Okay, thank you. We're going to hear some music now. Rahim, come forth and multiply your consciousness.
Oof, just like a genie. Now this is a song I didn't write, but I think we all need to hear it now and then. And it's a very nostalgic song too. So I'll just go right into it. And hopefully the world can sing along because we need this song, I think. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand, put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late, oh please don't hesitate, put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Oh, another day goes by, still the children cry. Put a little love in your heart. If you want the world to know, we won't let hatred grow. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Oh, take a good look around. If you are looking down, put a little love in your heart. I hope when you decide, kindness will be your guide. Put a little love in your heart, and the world will be a better place, and the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Oh, put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart. Put a little love in your heart.
Yay!
Yeah.
That's very appropriate. Every
Yeah.
day long. I got a lot of love in my heart for you and your music.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I
No,
appreciate
thank you for being here.
being here. So,
Yeah. Okay, we're going to do our thing now.
do it.
Yeah, do it.
Speaking of nostalgia, anyone speaking of nostalgia, I was thinking about what it takes to become a minister. 8 years. It took me. It can take a little bit longer, depending on how fast you want to go through. And in this course, there's like 3 sections. There's the section for the basic science of mind teaching, and that takes 4 classes. And you learn how to pray, you learn how to do a lot of things. You learn who you are by doing these processes. And then there's the, when you do those, then there's the prac training to be a practitioner, which is a spiritual counselor in our teaching. And it's a very important part of this thing called Science of Mind, or Centers for Spiritual Living, because that's what we become, a center for spiritual living. And so there's very few tests, except for the finals for and finals for ministerial school. But there's lots of processes, lots and lots of processes. And they take you on a journey within you. The processes are made to help you discover who you really are. Like the reading said, we're not all those things that we put labels on. We're spiritual beings, eternal beings, here to just spread the good word. So in this process, I experienced joy and fun and fear and light, and depending on any particular day, a particular process, I was really just taking a journey towards me, so I can show me to let me outshine in the world. So what brought this explanation on is I had a process come to me, and it's called Am I Alive? And the basis of it is a 4-week inventory of me. And if you decide to do it someday, of you. And basically, when I wake up, first thing I do is say, am I alive? And I know I'm alive because I'm talking and my body's feeling, and that's a good way of discovering that you're alive. But the important thing is when you ask, am I alive? And there's 5 key issues that most people have to deal with in their lives. And the first one, and it's a big one, that's why I put it first, is health. We know we're alive by our health. It can be good, it can be bad, it can be challenged by a major disease. And that all is included in health. So you could say that, well, I can say that I have parked in the sun, and that has an effect on my life and how I live it. So it can take. So the way I took this process and made it my own, which the teachers encouraged us to do, is to make the process your own, and how you look at answering in my life, in my health. And so I gave it from a -5 to a +5, and anywhere in between there. So right off the bat, I would take one away for this thing called Park in the Sun. And I don't want to deny it because it's there and it's in my life. So I take away 1 from 5 and that leaves 4. But then I give 1 back because I'm handling it. It's not handling me. I'm handling it. I'm dealing with whatever it shows up in my life each day because I'm more than it and I've got a lot to give. So I give it a point back. Now, depending on the day, some days I'm really weak and slow moving and slow thinking. So I round out my health to a 4 because my life is wonderful. Everything that I could possibly want, I have. And how does health affect you in your spiritual journey?
So I happen to be one of those really lucky people who is absolutely, completely, totally, disgustingly healthy almost all the time. And part of that, I think, is because when I do sometimes get colds, and every once in a while I get the flu and other things. But for the most part, I am healthy all the time. And even when I have a thing, I know it's a temporary thing. I know how to deal with it. I know what to do with it. Probably the worst thing I have is allergies. Sometimes that means don't go outside because the pollen level is really, really high. But for the most part, I think when we recognize that we have the gift of this body and then we have the gift of this life, and there's always something to be happy about. There's always something to be grateful for. I can just look outside and watch the wind blow in the trees and it makes me happy. And we go beautiful places and that makes me happy, but just being in our home, looking outside, seeing the trees and the greenery and the flowers, and I'm just really, really grateful to be alive and to be here and to be. I think part of why I'm so healthy is when I was a little kid and I'd tell my mother I was sick and I couldn't go to school, she'd say, "Take an Anacin and go to school," and that's as much as I ever got of any kind of sympathy whatsoever. It's like that's no excuse. Take an Anacin, go to school.
So another way to look at health is being a partner with somebody whose health is not as vibrant and blessed as yours. How do you deal with the opposite as your partner?
Most of the time I forget that there's anything, and every once in a while when I realize I'm pushing you to do something you maybe can't do, and I just have to back off and realize, when I first met you, you weren't handling it as well. Now you got the right doctor now, and he works with you and does great things for you, and y'all haven't always had that.
Right.
And so it's been easier now that you have the right doctor and you have the right medications, and for the most part, it doesn't affect me other than sometimes I'm thinking you ought to be as robust as I am all the time. And sometimes you're not. Now you have to remember, oh yeah, we have different bodies and we have different things going on in the bodies. And I just have to recognize, and be grateful that I have the health I have.
Yeah. So taking care of your health is an important part of being alive, because if you just give up and don't do anything, or let the Park in the Sun be the guiding force in your life, then you're not alive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm alive. Yes, I'm alive. So the next the next thing that is kind of big in people's lives is financing. Your finances. I mean, there are people who make lots of money, tons of money, and there are people that are struggling just to get a job. So there's this panorama of possibilities for life. Then there's those people that decide to take a job like ministry where you don't get paid so much, but you're doing it for the love and the love of your life. That's an important thing, because there's lots of people that make lots of money and they're not happy. And there's people like myself who's in ministry, and it's a glory for me to have been called and to answer. That, to me, is the most important thing. How about you in finances?
Well, I've always believed I have enough, and that I have enough to buy the things I need and the things I want. And I've been lucky enough to be able to get a job every time I needed it. And I was in banking for over 20 years, and that was really, really good to me. It was really, really hard on me too, because a lot of times I worked 50, 60, 70 hours, and that probably wasn't so smart. Looking back on, in terms of relationships and things like that, being at work all of the time is not the best way to handle relationships. And it did make me very successful monetarily. And I've always known I'll have everything I need, and I always have.
I was always motivated to things that I love, and I gave my entire being to it. And that meant supporting, if I had to get a job to support that love, I would do that. But my first love was baseball. And I really thought I could be a professional pitcher, because I was in this AAA league where there were people, like I was 15, and there were 30-year-olds and 20-something-year-olds. And I threw a no-hitter against these dudes. And I thought, I can do anything. And until I moved to this town, and the coach heard that my mother was selling me as a pitcher, and showed the thing in the newspaper of how I threw a no-hitter. And so the coach put me on the team, but he didn't want to put me on the team. He didn't want anything to do with me. So that scared me away from baseball. I really got mad and just gave up. Excuse me. And the next love was acting. I got into this thing that I was really good at, and I got into all the unions, and I got a job here and there. But I told myself, if I have to spend the rest of my life and don't ever really make it, I'm going to spend the rest of my life doing something I love. And I really loved being part of a theater company and getting to practice my work, studying with the best teachers around. And I had to work a lot of jobs, bartending, waiting, you name it, driving a cab. I did all the cliche actors' jobs, but it's because I loved the acting. And then one day I get a calling, and I knew that love was greater than baseball, and I could love baseball through watching my Dodgers win the World Series, and still I gave myself to ministry. So there's such a variety of ways we deal with finances. And it's funny, because who we are financially to the world is how people judge us. So if I don't have a job and I'm out of my luck, people won't be there, and you feel all alone. But if you're solid in yourself, and you just know that this is temporary, that it'll pass, then it will, because you set your mind to do so.
Well, the truth is, all of the circumstances that we encounter, whether we would label them good or whether we would label them bad or anything in between, all of those circumstances are not who we are.
Okay.
I mean, we come in being an absolute child of God. And I believe we have situations to help us grow, that we've made the decision that we're going to take this journey in order to grow. And the only way that we can grow is to have some challenges as well as the successes to recognize, oh, this is a good thing for me to do. Oh, this maybe not so much. Maybe I need to go this way instead of that way. And so as we travel that journey and we get the lessons and we get to grow and we get to learn and we get to expand, I think that's why we're here.
Yeah.
And I'm grateful for it.
So, am I alive in my finances? Yes, I am. I'm thankful for the generosity of the universe, providing me with a space that I can deal with what I need to deal with in a freer way. So the next big "Am I alive?" section is relationships. And boy, there's plenty of people that will help you to know you're alive in your relationships. Significant others. Some of you know that I've had 5 marriages, and how I looked at relationships was I needed to be married in order to have sex because I was a Catholic. So somebody asked me, "Would you like to get married?" Yeah, sure. So I get sex. And
Didn't always work, did it?
No, because the relationship with your spouse has to be deeper than sex, has to go beyond the physical into the spiritual and the mental. So, and then there's family members. That in itself, each person that's in our family, you have this unique relationship with, and they're all different.
Mm-hmm.
I can think of my second oldest brother, and he had a rough time as a child because his mother had him when she was 15. So he had this teenage mother who was kind of wild. She hung out in the jazz world, and that affected him in a negative way, which kept growing in him and getting worse, and just doing bad things. And those bad things ended up hurting a lot of people. So that was one brother. How about you? Where are you with
Sibling?
Yeah, or just family members? Which one? Who sticks out the most in some effect that they had in your life?
Well, probably my sister. I was 8 when my sister was born, and I said to my parents, "Oh, she's so cute. Why don't you just put her in my room?" So they did. I had her crib in my room, and when she needed something in the middle of the night, I was the one that got up with her. And as we got older and my mother had a beauty salon and she had to be at work all the time, my sister was sickly when she was little. And when she was sick and somebody had to stay home with her, it was me. I stayed home from school and I took her and I took care of her. And we were talking about one time and she said, "I remember calling you mom." Mama and mother. I don't remember that. I just remember being her sister, but she was absolutely my responsibility. And I was joyful about it and grateful for it. I mean, I loved having a little sister. I have brothers too, and I have a relationship with them, but I had her when she was a tiny baby. And so I just still really, really, really feel close to her.
Mm-hmm. So there are other people, relationships that we have that are relationships. you have a relationship with a stranger just by having an interaction with the person. And sometimes it takes me to bring a relationship alive with a stranger, whether it's somebody working, selling groceries, just seeing them. Well, you're good at this. You know.
Well, I acknowledge every single person that I come in contact with a smile and how are you and what you're doing today. And wow, when we're in the grocery store and they're just working as hard as they can, boy, you're just really busy today and you're doing a really good job. And thank you for helping me. And I always get a smile just because, well, I actually really do care about them when I'm talking to them. And I feel that way about everybody. I can think of a day. We're standing in the used store. That's another one of my favorite things. I'm looking for a thing, and I don't know. The thing wasn't important. I think I was buying some dishes, and I was looking for the matching pieces. And so, lady comes up, and she sees what I'm doing, and so she starts looking too. And another lady comes up, and she sees what we're doing, and she starts looking too. And pretty soon, there are about 5 of us over in the dishes, sorting through all those dishes to find the pieces. And that, I think all of our relationships matter. The ones that start, like with my sister, from the day she's born until one of us leaves this planet. And I don't think that will end our relationship either. To having an encounter with people that you don't even know in the store, and everybody trying to help me find the thing I wanted just because they wanted to. It was really very fun.
Yeah. And there's the most hardcore relationship was those that have done something bad to you, and you just want to hate them for the rest of your life, which only brings you down for hating them. So it's these people that come in our lives that cause us pain are bringing us a gift. We just have to find it. And when we find it, then we can forgive. And it won't hang on to us for the rest of our lives, keep us down.
Well, I think when I recognized that I'm forgiving for me, I'm not forgiving. I mean, I am forgiving the other person, but I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it for my growth, for me.
Yes.
The work is in me to not carry any hard feelings toward myself, because I can really beat myself up for making a mistake, or somebody else that did something. It hurts me to be angry. And so the way to get beyond that, is to forgive myself and others, because we all came here to learn stuff, and we're all going to make mistakes while we're here, because that's what we came for.
So I put next as a reminder that I'm alive. Do I have purpose? Is there purpose in my life? And purpose is looked upon by each individual from their own perspective of what they think purpose is. So I put, do I feel like I'm making a difference in the world? Is what I'm doing. Am I doing something that is contributing to the whole, to the oneness of all? And how can I change it if I'm not doing it? Like, I'm not in a job that just pulls, kind of takes all my energy, and I don't have enough time to even think of a purpose. And if I did, what would my purpose be? Can I find purpose within the job I have? Like driving a cab. Did I find purpose in that? I absolutely did, because I could start conversations with people and take it into a spiritual place and get a greater understanding of who these people were in my cab, just for a short drive. It's amazing how much I can find out about a person and who they are. So there was purpose in that job. Did I like doing it? No, I wanted to be an actor. we went to drive a cab. And driving a cab was a purposeful job because people need to get around.
Yeah.
And I was there. So I had purpose. How about you?
I guess I've always felt purposeful in the things that I was doing, whether it was standing behind the counter at Montgomery Ward's, making hamburgers and stuff, and going to college part-time, or whether it was in the banking world, or the things I've done since then. I would never, ever, ever have thought I'd become a minister. It took me years and years and years and years to even find a church that I wanted. I wanted to go to church, and I wanted to be fed when I was there. And I would go in and I'd be told about sinners, and I'm like, oh, that's not it. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. So it took me a long time to walk into religious science. I don't remember sitting in the pews and Reverend Michael was talking, and I'm just sitting there bawling because, oh my gosh, it took me the longest time, but here I am. I finally found it. And I was also taking classes, and I can't think of the name of it, but it was a very similar teaching, and their headquarters was in Los Angeles. So I was taking long distance courses with them too, to feed myself a little bit, because I wasn't finding anything in any of the buildings I went into. So it's been a journey, and it's been a joyous one, finding who I came here to be.
And the fifth and final place.
We need to hurry up.
Oh, well, I'll just throw it. It's faith. Where are you in faith?
Mm-hmm.
And faith is what is important in each one of these different sections. If you have faith in it, then you rise above your challenges in each one. When I can say I'm alive in health, I can say, am I alive in finances? Am I alive in relationships? Am I alive in purpose? Am I alive in faith? And just look at each one and see where you are, and see, like we did it over 4 weeks, once a week, over 4 weeks. So on Monday, I do it, am I alive exercise, and then next Monday I'll do a live exercise until I get some clarity of where I am on my spiritual path. And it's amazing how you can see by just focusing on these sections of your life and finding out how you're alive in each one will change your life forever.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not just doing them, you're experiencing them.
Mm-hmm.
That's an important thing.
You ready to pray?
I'm going to ask you to pray.
Okay. I'm going to let's just close our eyes and take a nice deep cleansing breath as we recognize there is one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence in, as, and through all that is. It is my life. It is Reverend Michael's life. It is Greg's life, and Sheila's life, and Ernestina's life, and Rahim's life. It is life of our neighbors. It is the life of everyone, everywhere, all the time. And so I know that right here, right now, we are absolutely one with God, one with each other, one with all that is. And so I know, as we recognize that for ourselves internally, that we are one with God, and that this life is God's life, expressing itself as me in order for me to grow. And I know that for each one of us, that we're here present as God, living this life in order to grow and expand. And so I surround us all with love and with light and with peace and with harmony and with joy and with absolute oneness. And know that as we take each breath every day, as we go through our day every day, we are one with God, one with all that is, and all is well. And so I surround us with love. I surround us with life. I surround us with peace. And I am so grateful to know this word is done in the mind of God, grateful to know for each and every one that we're one, one with God, one with all that is. And so I release this word knowing it's done. I let it go. I allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is. Amen, ashe, aho, woohoo, and hallelujah.
Thank you for that message today from both of you, because it's very vulnerable sharing, and it's a deeper insight into where you come from, and you know, it's valuable, the lessons that your road, and then we apply it onto our road, and there's the matching of life experience and learning what's important, what's not important, what's the glitter, what's the glitter, and what's the actual gold, you know. All that we are is dust from stars, refined with love, cold. Something inside says don't run and don't hide. Oh, reach out those spiral arms to find love and truth. It can't hurt you. It can burn you. But it's the only way that we can learn how to give more, how to live more. It's the only way. It's raining down. Yes, it's all around. Because all that we are is dust from stars, refined with fire, cooled by love. Oh, love, breathe it in now. Love, breathe it in now. 'Cause it's the only way that we can live.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You guys take care of each other, keep taking care of each other. It's beautiful.
So
Well, guys,
there you go. Yay, gangs out here.
Those buttons are so
Whoops.
small. So small.
Yeah,
Oh, nice message.
Good to see your smiling faces.
Mhm. So we are so grateful to each one of you because we wouldn't be doing what we're doing without each and every one of you. So thank you so much. I don't know we say it enough, but we love you and we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we appreciate the time you spend on the, do we call them sermons? Your message
Yeah, we call them talks.
and the
It's like-
readings, to find the readings, to know what we need to hear.
Yeah,
We thank you.
I call it my
All your work.
Sunday spiritual nutrition.
Yay, that's good.
And of course, we always love Rahim
Mhm.
Very,
and Ernestine. The way you deliver
yeah, it's awesome.
the reading and the affirmations is just so real.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh, you must be muted.
Oh no.
It is. Yes, thank you. But you know, it's the people who wrote them and the reverends who selected them. I mean, I got such good stuff to work with.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, and I hear that last song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, because I started to get confused with everything going on. And then it reminded me to love. when I get all
Yeah. Get to the root of it.
and to live and to love.
Yeah. Love.
Thank
To be brave. So really, the bravest way to live, I believe.
Mhm.
Hmm.
It's a very vulnerable way to live, but then if you forget about the vulnerability, throw it away. To forget to just love, you know. Then there's the pain, disappointment, or disillusion doesn't matter because it's not up to the world how we feel, what we put into it. And then we can walk away with our head, our hearts held high, knowing I gave it my all, truest intent, my attention from a very pure state. So so be it, you know. So let the world have, you know.
Yeah. It's our spiritual essence is love.
Oh.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Everything else we manufacture in our heads.
Some of us are really good at that too.
But aren't we all?
Yes, and sometimes I get so confused and I just got to let it all go and just, focus on, love and how can I love?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, what's really important here? Oh yeah.
Well, forgiving ourselves, is kind of lock into the lock of love, because ourselves, not in a vanity way, of course, but forgiveness way. And then
Yes.
we go into it, but we care about ourselves, remember our essence, remember our fire and our talents and our purpose. And then we just happen, we have power.
Should we move to,
Yeah. Can you do a quick benediction?
yeah. So, again, returning to the perfect place of inspiration, of upliftment, of purposefulness, knowing right where we are, God is. I bless this time we've spent together, knowing that we all have received what we need to receive and will continue to grow and expand in our glorious ways.
Mhm.
So for this, I say thank you, knowing that it's complete. I let it go and allow it to be. And so,
So it is.
So it
So it
is.
is.
We'll see y'all back here in a minute for fellowship.